Hello children, here on the green board. Today we are discussing a respiration unit, unit 2, class 10, page number 34. Just below the mitochondria, you are observing the presence of a beautiful flow chart. So here, this flow chart is telling us pathways showing glycolysis and oxidation of pyruvate. Today we are discussing what pathways showing glycolysis and oxidation of pyruvate. And this flow chart is telling us absence or low amount of oxygen and presence of oxygen. So here you see the most commonly used substance for to get energy in all living organism is glucose. So here glucose is produced in body by uh, digestion of carbohydrates into glucose. This is the simple form. And this glucose, when it is transported by blood, and also when it transported into the body organs, and there in the cytoplasm of the cell, you see the glucose first undergo what glycolysis. So what is glycolysis? Glycolysis means breakdown of glucose molecule into two molecules of pyruvate. So here glucose is having what? 6 carbons and pyruvate is having what? 2 carbons. So here two pyruvate and each pyruvate consists of 3 carbons. So this is a 3 carbon compound and this is the glucose. It is having what? 6 carbons. So 6 carbon glucose is the breakdown into two molecules of pyruvate. Each pyruvate consists of 3 carbons. So here you see 3 carbon compound. Pyruvate is a 3 carbon compound. And after that you see release of energy, little amount of energy release. So this is called what? Glycolysis. In glycolysis, breakdown of glucose molecule takes place in cytoplasm. It also takes place in bacteria. It also takes place in all living organisms in the cytoplasm of a cell. So now I am telling some here if oxygen is not available, so pyruvate is formed. Glycolysis is a common process. Glycolysis is a common process which occurs in all living organisms. So here the fate of the pyruvate acid depends on the availability of oxygen. If oxygen is absent, if there is no oxygen, if there is low amount of oxygen, and that time this pyruvate is converted into, so by means of what? Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic. AN. Anaerobic respiration and fermentation. So in anaerobic respiration, fermentation, and these two processes take place in the absence of oxygen, a low amount of oxygen, and thereby we are discussing two examples. In lactobacillus bacteria, it is converted to pyruvate is converted to lactic acid and energy. Example, lactobacillus bacteria. So here lactobacillus bacteria convert pyruvate into lactic acid and energy release. And in case of yeast cells, they belong to what? Phylum fungi. Here also anaerobic respiration takes place, fermentation, and ethanol, carbon dioxide, energy are the end products of what? Fermentation. Thereby, in case of yeast cell, we see the end products are ethanol, carbon dioxide, energy. Now we are discussing in the presence of oxygen. So here, after glycolysis, pyruvate are formed, and these pyruvates they enter into the matrix of mitochondria in the presence of oxygen, and these pyruvates are oxidized in the presence of oxygen. So that is the result they call it aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen. Thereby you see pyruvates are completely oxidized. Thereby what are the end products which are formed after oxidation of pyruvate? Carbon dioxide, water, energy. So this process takes place in plants and animals. Okay children, today we discuss what? Class 10, Unit 2, Respiration, page number 34, 10th class. Pathways showing what? Glycolysis and oxidation of pyruvate. And this is a flow chart and it is important. And this flow chart telling you So what will happen if glucose is oxidized and the process of glycolysis and absence and presence of oxygen, there you see what are the end products which are formed in this flowchart. And this flowchart is telling what pathway showing glycolysis and oxidation of pyruvate. Thank you, children.